Nothing says the holidays like Godzilla. Well, good morning, Glue Trooper. Max of Max's Models here. And we did our gift opening last night because we had most of the family together, and it was the only time we're all going to be together because folks are traveling. So I got this super cool t-shirt, which of course I love it. That came from my nephews. And yeah, what does not kill me better start effing running. And of course, the first thing that popped in my mind is that'd make a good slogan for Godzilla or King Kong or any kaiju for that matter. Anywho, I also got this super cool Max's Models coffee mug from my sister-in-law. And she got from my wife a vintage 1975 Barbie still in the box. And the reason that was so important to her was because she had one in 75 when she was a kid. And it was a nostalgia gift, and trust me, there were some tears. It was a beautiful thing. Again, getting back to us and the models, it's really hard to overestimate the value of nostalgia. I guess as you get older, it becomes more of a thing. So it was a wonderful Christmas. I also got this super cool aviator wristwatch from my wife. It's a replica of the originals by the original company. I believe it's a Bulova. And so now I'm getting ready for the rest of the holidays. Now that was the birthday we had in the family, but we did the entire Christmas gift exchange all at once, so it was kind of a multi-purpose get together. And I now going to Glue Trooper news. I was asked by one Glue Trooper what is my favorite model, and then if I would ask the Glue Troopers what's their favorite model, which yeah, it's going to be an easy one for any of us to figure out. And also, another Glue Trooper asked, which models do I have the most of? It turns out I have 11 P-51 Mustangs, and if you include the A36 P-51A, which I do. And I also got a lot of P-40s, but no question that the 11 Mustangs are the top of the list. He's a big B-36 collector, and he's got a bunch of them. And then we have also, which is my favorite model. That's really hard to say, but after talking to my brother the other night, during the impromptu live stream, I would say maybe the Revell 1/32 scale P40, but the one we had, I don't think I actually built. So that's a tough one. It would really be hard to pick a favorite. As far as which models I would like to have now from the past. Well, I would say the F108 Rapier, but I never actually had that ITC kit, but that would be a holy grail kit. Of course, if I got it, I'd be afraid to build it. And the other ones that you see in the pictures here all carry some kind of nostalgia for me. The Piper Aztec by Aurora, which usually runs at least 50 bucks on eBay these days, would probably top the list because I built a couple of them as a kid, and every time they had the wrong glass. They had the glass from the Cherokee, so I never got one that had the proper windshield and everything. So that would probably be the top of my list for my want. The Great Waldo Pepper, I'd seen the movie, and then I think it was, of course, Robert Redford was the main star, and Bo Svensson, and a young Susan Sarandon. But I think it was Rory Hill made that movie. It's just one of my favorite movies for obvious reasons. And I just always liked the box art. I did buy the kit, I did build it, I even rigged it if I'm not mistaken. And even though it's just the 1/28 scale, I think, Sopwith Camel in a new box, maybe because I just seen the movie, that always stayed with me. And it's one of the few times that I really appreciated a photograph instead of box art. The X-15, I remember buying that at it was a local drugstore, but it was one of the few places that carried a few models. And I don't think it was a drugstore. Gosh, what was it? It was kind of a sundry store. But anyway, of course, that's back in the days when you could find kit models in some unusual places. But I remember being enamored with the box art and buying the kit and taking it home and building it and being surprisingly happy with it for an Aurora kit. But then I was probably 12 years old. The Boeing 737, I remember seeing that and the other box art, and I didn't know what a 737 was back then. I was like, they took a 707 and just dropped two of the engines. And I thought it was kind of funny, like they were trying to make it look like a bigger airplane. But I really love the nighttime box art. Guessing that might be a Linwood box art. I don't know, but it does seem to have the feel of it. And the MBT, I didn't have that kit, but a family friend did. And he had done it was Dual Pope had built it, and he'd done his usual fantastic job, and he made an old Aurora kit really pop. And I just remembered this is back when the MBT 70 was still a thing they were playing with. This is a future. This is future tank. And I just thought it was so cool, and did help lead to the M1 Abrams. So anyway, that's what we have, and for today, that's. I hope that answered your questions. And what are your favorite kits? What do you have the most of? And if you could have one from your past, what would it be? Guys, take care of yourselves. Hope you're having a great holiday. Still planning on the live stream Saturday night and a live stream on Christmas. Have no idea what we're going to talk about, but we'll think of something. Take care of yourselves, and as always, model on.